everyone. I hope you are doing well. I hope everyone has been staying happy and healthy and safe out there. And I hope everyone had a very nice Thanksgiving. Today I am going to be sharing with you my empties for the month of November. I am not going to ramble a ton. As you can see, I went through quite a few candles, and I also figured out a way to go through more lotions than I normally do, which is exciting. And I also finished up a good majority of wax melts as well. I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently this time. Normally I would go through my body care and hand soaps and then work into candles and then do wax melts at the end. But I think that since everything is set up in a different way today, that I'm just going to go through my wax melts first. So if you're here for the wax melts part and aren't really interested in the rest, then you don't have to stick to the end for this. And I'm not really sure which way is better. I guess maybe leave it in the comments if you would prefer me to do empties where soaps and body cares at the end, or vice versa. I'm just genuinely curious which way works better for you guys. So, like I said, I'm just gonna scoot this camera in a little bit closer, and then I'm going to share my wax melts with you guys. So this month I was really excited because I was able to use some more gourmand and cranberry scents and pie scents, and I really do enjoy those types of scents. So I guess I will jump right into this. This was Wonderberry Wax Company's Hot Apple Pie, and so the notes on this one are baked apple, cinnamon, vanilla, sugar, warm spices, and pie crust. This one to me, I feel really bad saying this. I mean, Wonderberry's not in business anymore, so it doesn't really matter. This one came off almost chapsticky, kind of fake-ish, and it really didn't perform super well. So I can't really get that one again anyway, but that was that. Starting off on a not the best note, but sorry. This is Teddy B's Tears of Bliss. I'm not really sure what the notes on this one are because it is a sample and it didn't come labeled. But I think, and I could be wrong, but I think that there is some kind of like a Palo Santo maybe in it, or a maybe a smoked woodsy note of some kind. It was good. I wouldn't probably repurchase this one. This one came off kind of like a floral perfume, or like kind of a masculine perfume, smoky kind of thing. It wasn't my favorite, but that's okay. I'm not much of a perfumey melting person. I'm more gourmand. This one is Down Home Muffins. This is from that Smell Good shop. I really did like this one. Surprisingly, notes were buttery, sweet cornbread muffins. This was a super, super authentic smelling, like muffin type of scent. You really got the cornbreadness of the muffin. It smelled like I was baking actual cornbread muffins when I was melting this. And this one lasted a very long time. I put this one in the melter towards the end of the day and then turned it back on the next morning in my kitchen, and it just was going and going, and I think it lasted like 3 days, and that's crazy for just like a 1 ounce scent shot and a Scentsy ball warmer. It was really surprised me. So that was good. Would I repurchase it? I don't know. It's kind of a niche scent, so I don't know if I felt so inclined to have it back, but it wasn't like my favorite. But it was definitely interesting, and I'm happy that I used it this month because I thought it was very fitting for this month. This next one here is a wax melt. Of course, sorry. It is a 1 ounce scent shot in the scent Cherry Champagne Toast type. This is from Sassy Girl Aroma. And this one is pretty much exactly what it says that it smells like. It smells like champagne toast, and you threw in a little bit of cherry. And the cherry's not like a medicinal cherry. It was a very sweet cherry. It's not like, I would say this is more like a more light. This is not like a, what do they call it? Like a black cherry. This is more of like a maraschino. It was really nice. And this I ended up putting in my bedroom And this actually lasted a very, very long time as well. Sorry, that was out of focus. Camera's been a little wonkety-donkety today. I'm going to stick with these three. These next ones down here are two of the 1 ounce scent shot. I believe these are 1 ounce scent shots in the scent Crackles. This is from Wicks. I really like the labels on these ones. I think that they're very cute. I believe that this is like a firewood popcorn pumpkin based on like the photos. I can't remember for sure. Like a firewood, smoky wood type of. I can't remember this one that much, which I guess isn't a great thing. I believe that I melted this like right towards the end of beginning of November, like end of October, like right when I started the melting basket for this month. I think this is the first one I melted. It's not sticking out in my head as being anything super special, but I think that it did perform well if I remember, but I also doubled those ones up. That's what I do with the Wolfwick scents. Typically I stack them, I melt, most people cut them, or I've seen not most, a lot of people I've seen cut their Wolfwicks samples or their scent shots in half. They'll just, why am I really struggling today? They cut these in half and then throw it in the melter. That is not enough wax for me. I feel like that's barely anything. And yeah, I like a little bit more oomph. So I just throw a whole one in and actually double it up. I throw one of these in 2 separate warmers. But anyway, so this is another Wolfwick scent, and this one is in Big Bad Wolf. I actually got this one as a sample from one of my orders. It's pecan pie, cornbread, cinnamon sticks. It's funny, this is another cornbread scent. To me, this one wasn't as strong as the cornbread note was in the Down Home Muffins wax melt. That one was like crazy cornbread. This one, I didn't get any cinnamon sticks at all in this one. But I definitely did get a bakery pecan note. So it was nutty, and it was, I wouldn't say pecan pie, because when I think pecan pie, I think very sweet. I would say more of this was just like a muffin with pecans on top. That's what I would say for this. Okay, so let me work into, I guess I'll do these, I suppose. Let me actually zoom you back in. So I used up 3 Destination Wax 2 ounce scent shots. This one is in the ever popular scent Cranberry Pumpkin. This is a Bath and Body Works type or dupe, I guess. It is baked cranberries and pumpkin, sweet, rich, and lightly tart. Okay, I feel I'm on the fence with this one because when I first purchased this one, which I should say that I purchased this back in July of 2019. So this was purchased last year. I remember when I got this in the mail, it smelled like super strong, and I think that it's just my fault because I waited too long to melt it because it didn't really perform well at all for me. It was like really subtle, and it was there, but it didn't like wow me. There's nothing really like, this is amazing, I have to stock up on more of this scent. It smelled like if you take pumpkin pie spice and you throw it on top of cranberries, but not even like mashed cranberries, just like, I don't know, like craisins or something. Do you know what I mean? It's not like it wasn't like juicy. It was like kind of like a soft, it was like barely there. It just didn't perform super well, which was kind of a bummer because I remember when I got that in the mail, I was so hyped. I was so hyped. But I think that, like I said, it probably falls under my fault a little bit for waiting so long. However, this is one that I think I got the same month, actually before. I got this 5/20/19. Yes. So this was even before the other one. This is Cupcakes at Tiffany's. This is a really popular scent, chocolate cupcakes with vanilla buttercream frosting and toffee bits. This was crazy strong, and I actually only had 3 cubes. I broke this down into 4 cubes. and I only melted 3 of this, and it was like crazy strong and filled up like the whole bottom of my house for like 2 days. So I don't know, maybe it wasn't my fault with a cranberry pumpkin one. I'm not really sure. But yeah, that Cupcakes at Tiffany's is a scent that I love and I will continuously repurchase. I love, love, love that scent. This one here, okay, this is Destination Wax. Again, this is apple butter pumpkin pie. Notes on this are spiced pumpkin pie with rich apple butter added to the filling. Let me sniff this one to remember. I think, okay, so I had a lot of pumpkin pie scents this month, of course. This is not the one that I'm thinking of, I believe. No, it is not. Okay, this one I did enjoy. And in comparison to the other pumpkin scents that I had this month, this one kind of fell right in the middle. This one was definitely noticeable, was like middle of the road. It smelled nice. It smelled authentic. I think Destination Wax does a really good job of their authenticity of scents. Nothing ever really comes across too fake or waxy, which sometimes they do get in other vendor wax, or even like some Bath and Body Works candles, like I'll share with you once we get to the end. This one was really nice, and I would repurchase this one. Now on to the bags. So I have 4 bags that I got through. The first one here is this was like a shucked clamshell. This was in the scent Golden Dusk from Salt Mountain Melt. This is Bonfire Bliss, Palo Santo, and Leaves. This has been in one of my other melting basket challenges, or not challenges, melting baskets from, I think it was September I put this one in. And I really, really love this scent. This is a fantastic scent. It's blended so beautifully. I feel like I've talked about this before, so I'm not going to ramble. But I would absolutely repurchase this one, and I love this one. I hope that next fall this comes back, and it's definitely something I would get in a loaf, which is shocking. I'm not a huge loaf fan, but that one I would get in a loaf for sure. This one here is going to be hard to see. This is Vanilla Spiced Pear. This was a wallflower candle, like one of the testers that they give out, the tiny, tiny ones. Around SAS, I think that they sell them. They're like $3 or $2 for one of those little candles. I ended up melting that one down and pouring the wax into wax melts, I guess. I made wax melts out of them. And just because I didn't want to burn that little tiny candle. This was okay. It wasn't super strong. It was very soft, very subtle. It was not really spicy. It wasn't cinnamon spicy. It was more like a nutmeg kind of a spice. And I think that the vanilla kind of sweetened it. But overall, it was a very soft scent. It wasn't something that I would like ever go out of my way to repurchase. But it was okay. And I felt like it was fitting for this month. So the next one here is Sassy Girl Aroma. This is Be Delicious from one of her samplers, B Samplers. It was pumpkin pecan, waffles, marshmallow fireside, cider lane, and blackberry. This one was really nice. However, I will say this. Pumpkin pecan waffles for me is a scent that I used to despise. I wouldn't get it in anything. I would avoid it in any blends. Just because I think that the waffle note can sometimes make me nauseous. I don't know. But this one was okay. I've had some pumpkin pecan waffle blends that I love and I'm obsessed with. I think there is something about the pumpkin pecan waffles maybe blended with cider lane, which is another scent that is very, very sweet and almost sickeningly sweet. Sorry, hard to say. But both of those blends together kind of fought with each other. So this, and for that reason alone, wasn't like a favorite, wouldn't be a repurchase. However, was very strong. And if you really do enjoy both of those scents, then maybe this one would be up your alley, I suppose. And the final bag that I have kind of will take me into the next wax melts that I have, which are all Midnight Daydream Wax Company. I'm trying to do myself a favor of using up a lot of my Midnight Daydream wax company scents, just because last year I was purchasing a ton from Harrison, which I love Harrison stuff, but I also went crazy in purchasing them, and I didn't use them because I was afraid that they like wouldn't come back, or I don't really know. I just bought so many and didn't use them. And then this year when I buy wax, I like buy it and I use it right away. So now that I have like a year-old wax, I'm trying to that's why you're probably seeing so much Midnight Daydream. I'm just trying to make sure I use it so it doesn't go to waste. Anyway, enough with the rambling there. This is Cozy Pumpkin. It's roasted pumpkin seeds and warm sandalwood. This one was really nice. This came in like a jack-o'-lantern, like a pumpkin-shaped wax melt. And it was, 1.85 ounces. I really like this one. This one was, I kind of want to smell it again. Something about the sandalwood mixed with pumpkin seeds. It made it like a creamy sandalwood. It was definitely, and I love sandalwood. I think sandalwood is so nice. It's so like something so earthy about it. I really did enjoy this. You definitely could smell like the roasted, toasted kind of scent mixed with that sandalwood, kind of made it like a warm, almost creamy kind of a scent. I really, really like this. And this one I would repurchase 100%. It was delicious and it was strong. It performed very well. This is Scooby Snacks. This is vanilla, frosted grahams, and praline pound cake. This one to me, let me sniff it again. I have to remind myself. This one is really nice. So this to me reminded me of the, what was it? S'mores or toasted s'mores or so. There's a scent from Bath and Body Works that I had that was like, I had a graham cracker note in it. And this one was what I would have wanted that one to be. It was really, really nice. The graham cracker note did come out in this one. And maybe it was because of the praline mixed with it that nuts and graham crackers can sometimes smell kind of similar to me, but I like this one a lot. This one would definitely be a repurchase. This one here is sugared cronut hazelnut cappuccino. It's sugared cronuts and vanilla hazelnut cappuccino are the notes on this one. I'm not a big fan of hazelnut. For that reason, this one wasn't a favorite of mine, but if you like hazelnut, then Harrison's coffee blends are always really nice and strong. The next one here is Pancakes at the Coffee Shop. This one's another coffee blend, and this is maple pancakes and freshly brewed coffee. This one to me isn't very strong on the pancake note. The pancakes are like barely there, honestly. To me, this is just like a vanilla kind of coffee. Like if you mixed plain black coffee and you put a pinch of like French vanilla creamer in it, that is what this smells like to me. And I really liked it. It was nice. It was simple and it was a nice coffee blend. Sometimes you just want a simple coffee blend, and that did it for me. This one here is Strawberry Fields Forever. I ended up melting this one in the bedroom, and it was super nice, super relaxing. It's strawberry bread, marshmallow fluff, and brown sugar and fig. I really did enjoy this one. The fig made it, strawberry to me is a summer scent, but mixed with that fig, it kind of deepened it and made it more into a fall type of blend. It was really enjoyable. It was not the strongest, I should say. This one probably was like middle of the road, 4-5-ish type of throw. But it was nice, and when I did get the good whiffs of it, it was very nice. So possibly would repurchase that, maybe not 100%, just because I think Harrison has had some other strawberry scents that I've preferred. This one is Cabin in the Woods. Okay, this one's so good. This is vanilla bean, caramel, leather, smoky woods, and cashmere. This is a in my opinion, this is a Bath and Body Works dupe for Marshmallow Fireside. It just smells just like Marshmallow Fireside. It's creamy, it's smoky, it's sweet, it's woodsy. It's really, really nice. I love this one. This one performed well, threw well, good scent appeal. Like everything is just like right perfect for that one. This one is iced oatmeal cookies. Okay, I think that this is this one that I love? No, okay. I had 2 oatmeal scents, which I'll share the other oatmeal scent with you in a second. This one is really nice, but it wasn't super, super strong. This one was another kind of middle of the road, like a 5 out of 10. But it was okay. It was more of just like a subtle bakery scent. So it kind of smelled like maybe you were making cookies a few hours ago and the smell was just kind of still floating around your house. That's what that one smelled like to me. Let me talk about the other oatmeal scent because this one I'm obsessed with. This is apple pie oatmeal. This is apple pie filling, chewy oatmeal, cookies, and pie crust. Okay, oh, so good. This one was delicious. Now, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, this was another one that was from last year, but this sucker was strong. And when I say like strong, I mean like this lasted in my warmer for 3 days and performed flawlessly for 3 days. This was like 9 or 10 out of 10, like almost right up until the very end. I actually just ended up pulling this one out a little bit, maybe even before its lifespan was fully over, just because I was like, oh my gosh, I need something different. It was so good though. I really did like this one a lot, and 100% this would be another repurchase. This is loaf worthy. It's so, so good. It smelled like the what is it? The Quaker Oats apple oatmeal, where it has like the apples in it, but not just that. It's like if you took a scoop of like homemade apple pie filling and like dumped it into oatmeal. Oh my God, it's just so good. I could talk about it all day. It's so good. This one, I keep on rambling. This one is double berry cobbler, cranberry blueberry cobbler. This is another one that I love, 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 love. It was tart because of the cranberries. It was super juicy because of the blueberries. And the cobbler note just gave it this very nice bakery touch, kind of just like to even it all out. It was really nice. This one performed very well. This one is probably like a 7.5 out of 10. This one lasted the whole day, which is normally what I expect is at least like 8 hours, and not the whole day, I guess, but 8 hours at least of performance. But this lasted even a little bit over that. So love that one. That one is great. And finally, for my wax melts, of the empty wax melts, I have Thanksgiving Day. I melted this one on Thanksgiving Day, and it is pumpkin pie with caramel drizzle, crushed walnuts, bread pudding, and baking cookies. This one, the bread pudding note actually surprisingly came through. I felt like that was the strongest note for me, was the bread pudding. I didn't really smell any baking cookies. Pumpkin pie with caramel drizzle. I didn't really get too much caramel, but I got more of like I got the nuttiness of the crushed walnuts. I got the bread pudding. It was very bready. And I got like a subtle spice from what I'm going to guess would be like the pumpkin pie spice. It was nice. It smells slightly different than it did when it was warming versus than what it did when it was like just a cold sniff, which happens with wax. But it was overall, it was nice. Probably wouldn't be like a repurchase. It didn't like, blow me away. It wasn't anything that I couldn't get from just another like pumpkin pie kind of a, or like a bready kind of, I don't know, another scent. But it was okay, and I'm happy that I tried it. And I also thought it was really cute, the name Thanksgiving Day, to melt on Thanksgiving Day. I like stuff like that. I think that's cute. Let me turn my light up here. And then I'm just going to really, really quickly go through some scents that I melted this month but didn't finish, just before I go into my candles and soaps. So I used two Zape scents. I used pumpkin souffle, which is, the notes on this one are pumpkin brown sugar, nutmeg and clove. This one is so nice. This one just smells like a super crusty, that sounds gross. A super crust heavy, spicy pumpkin kind of dessert. You really do get, I don't get too much clove in this, which is fine because I'm not a big clove fan, but I really can pick up the nutmeg for sure, and the pumpkin and the brown sugar and the pumpkin. It's really nice. Super bakery lover's dream, that scent is. Another bakery lover's dream is Pumpkin Queen. This is another Zape scent. This is pumpkin donuts, marshmallow filling, and sugar and spice. This is very similar to Pumpkin Donut Shop from Bath and Body Works, except for this one is sweeter. It is a lot less yeasty than Pumpkin Donut Shop, and for that, I don't know if I told you the notes. It's just pumpkin donuts, marshmallow filling, and sugar and spice. I think that maybe the marshmallow filling in this, and this is like a really cute little donut. I used half of the donuts, if you can see. I think that the marshmallow filling in this versus the Pumpkin Donut Shop from Bath and Body Works, just to kind of give you guys somewhat of a comparison if you have Pumpkin Donut Shop, this one is less of that yeasty donut and more of a creamy marshmallow donut. It's like if you took a pumpkin marshmallow donut, it's if you took a donut, cut it in half, and you put a marshmallow fluff filling in between. That's what this smells like. It's delicious. And both of those were really strong and lasted like 3 days in my warmer. And that's what I found with Zape. I'm like very impressed by Zape lately because all of their scents are just very strong, and they also last like a long time. The only one that I had a little bit of trouble with was a buttercream candy corn scent, I think. And candy corn's always light to me. It's just a typical thing with candy corn, I think. This is Gypsy Monroe Strawberry Smoke Show, which is a crap ton of scents. There's sandalwood, clove, jasmine, amber, vanilla, musk, and strawberries. I only use 1 clam of this. Okay, here's real talk here. I just don't want to finish this one up because I'm afraid I'll never see it again. Because obviously this is a company that's out of business now. I really love the scent. It's a sexy strawberry, like I described before. But I did notice that it wasn't like super strong as I may have hoped. So I think I need to just use that one up. But it's too summery for me to melt anymore. So that's why I only use one clamshell and put it away. And then I have 3 of these bee samplers that I'm actually just going to put away for the year. This is Be Amazing. I'll let you guys kind of pause to read the notes on this. This one to me smelled like a very juicy type of holiday punch drink kind of a scent. This one is Be Remarkable. I'll let you kind of pause to read the notes on this one as well. The maple bourbon in this was very strong. This reminded me of, there's a scent from Salt Mountain Melts. It was like a one that I used up in my Halloween empties, my October empties. I think it was like Ghoul Friend or something like that. It was kind of similar. Something about that maple bourbon scent is really nice. It kind of takes over the rest of these scents. But this was like a mature bakery, nutty, bourbony, rich, dark kind of a scent. It was nice. I did like that one a lot. And finally, this one is Be Happy. Let me see if this focuses. This is Be Happy. I'll let you guys read the notes there because there's a handful. And finally, this is my last one that I used part of. This one is just like a very craft store inspired holiday fall type of scent. It's good. Okay, on to all of these goodies. So I'm just going to start with my lotions and body wash that I used up. I finished, surprisingly, a set, which I also had a body mist that I didn't finish that one. There's like way more than half left of the body mist. Those always take me forever to go through. Anyway, this is a marshmallow pumpkin latte. Notes on this are pumpkin latte, toasted marshmallow, creamy sandalwood, and praline musk. This is, I think most people are familiar with this scent. I really, really enjoyed this. This is kind of like a staple scent now for me. I've been using this one for the past 4 fall season, maybe 5 fall seasons. Probably 4, maybe. My initial one was the apple honey, champagne apple honey. That was like the OG for me. But anyway, so this one is really nice. I also finished up the body cream, and this is, I cut this in half, and I like to do this just because I like to use every single last drop of these. This is just like a normal size body cream. It's just, it looks tiny because I stuffed it in there. This one I really like. Same, these, I like to wear these together. Here's something interesting, and this is the thought that I really wanted to share when it came to this. Marshmallow pumpkin latte, in my opinion, always has smelled kind of lemony. I don't know what it is about it. It's not off-putting. It just smells like spicy. It's not even pumpkin. It smells like kind of spicy, like a fall spice, like a sweet fall spice. The marshmallow is definitely there, but it's like almost a little like an undertone of like lemon. It's odd, but that's what my nose smells. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's good. I love it. I mean, obviously I love it because I'm still wearing it all the time. This is pretty old. I'm not sure what year this was from. Not sure. Some people know where to check for that. If you guys know where to check for that, I thought it was like somewhere up here. Maybe that's like batch code though. Anyway, I know that this is from a few years ago, and it just got really yellow and gross. And this always seems to happen with the body creams that have like vanilla or any that are like marshmallow kind of scented. But I'm not surprised that that happens. Love those. Happy to use those up. This is another lotion that I used up in the scent Sleep. This is an aromatherapy one. It's black chamomile. I absolutely love the like apothecary type jar, and I like that it's like an opaque black. I think it's just beautiful. This lotion actually went on the bedside table, or the nightstand, I guess, whatever you want to call it, of my partner. This was his. I loved it. He would always put this on every night, and our bed actually just kind of smells like this now because this is all he would use. And it's super relaxing. It's nice. Maybe it's just because I gave it to my partner to use, but it's kind of masculine to me. It's relaxing. I'm not a huge fan of lavender scents, and I don't think that there's any lavender. No, it says chamomile and bergamot, and I like it because it's not a typical sleep. It's like a sleepy time scents are usually always lavender, lavender, lavender. I'm so freaking sick of lavender, but this isn't lavender, and I think that's why I liked it so much. It's still like relaxing without being lavender. 2 soaps I finished up. I used up, so there's like a little tiny little bit left of this one. So I guess I'll start with this. This is Harvest Gatherings. Funny, because we can't gather anymore. It's not funny. But every time I would use this, I'd be like, oh, Harvest, can't do that. But the label is gorgeous. Sorry, you just probably blinded you guys. Gorgeous, gorgeous, like font. The label is beautiful with the gold against the orange is really pretty. And the notes on this one are freshly picked apples, autumn berries, and clove buds. And another thing that was interesting about this, and I'm pretty sure you won't be able to pick it up on camera, but the soap itself, I think it's a creamy luxe. It was like an iridescent, pick that up. It was so cool. It was interesting. And I don't know why they hid that really beautiful iridescent type of soap. Yeah, it's creamy luxe is the type that it was. I don't know why they hid that beautiful iridescent kind of coloring with this dark bottle. I feel like if it was a clear bottle, it would have been nice because you would have been able to see the actual sparkliness of the soap. But whatever, it's not that big of a deal. Still really enjoyed the scent. There is a Harvest Gathering candle to kind of go along with that soap, and it's the same notes. And sometimes when Bath and Body Works does soap or body care into a candle, or a candle into soap, sometimes it's not the same. They try to make it the same, but it just doesn't hit the mark. However, the Harvest Gathering candle and the Harvest Gathering soap are exactly the same. They smell spot on to each other, so I applaud Bath and Body Works for that. And I also used up a marshmallow pumpkin latte. This is in the gentle exfoliating type of soap. And notes on this are creamy pumpkin, toasted marshmallow, and warm praline. This is the same as the body care that I finished up. I love this exfoliating type soap. I usually use the foaming, but my hands are really, really dry lately, so I've been trying to use up these types that are a little bit more heavy and not so drying on my hands. But I really, really enjoyed this one. I used this alongside, so I would use this, exfoliate my hands, get them all nice and clean, and then I would slather them in that pumpkin marshmallow latte body cream after. So it was really nice to have that body cream right next to the soap in my bathroom, and I loved it. Would repurchase the exfoliating type soap, and I actually think that I have some more left to use. Okay, on to candles. So I have 6 candles that were candles, and then I accidentally forgot to show you guys. This was a wax melt. These were wax melts that I just put into a candle jar. This was in Empire Alchemy Autumn Wedding. Notes on this were sweet figs, fresh woods, burnt sugar, and wedding cake. Honestly, you guys, this was a purchase that I bought in a D-stash, and I'm not sure what year this was purchased or any information about that, but this was not great. It did not really throw well. The scent lasted maybe 3 hours max, and I ended up just kind of like ripping through this just to get through it. To me, it just smelled like if you took a bunch of burnt figs and you put them in the woods. I'm not sure. I don't know. I think I'm just mad at it because it didn't do what I wanted it to do. Would not repurchase that. But I guess sometimes in D-stashes, you never know how people store things, if they store them properly, if they double bag them, and all of that good stuff. So, not whatever. I don't want to throw it completely on the vendor. It was a few things, I'm sure. Okay, so let's see. These are the 6 candles that I used. This one and this one I ended up putting on a wax melter. So when I show you what it looks like, that's not exactly how it burnt. I just put them on a melter to get more of the scent out because I loved them so much. So keep that in mind, I suppose. This one here is spiced pumpkin cider. To me, this was a 2014. This was actually like a gift I was given from a friend that knows that I love candles. And she was like, oh, I have this really old one that you might want. This was like a juicy, it's definitely a drinkable scent. I didn't get pumpkin. I didn't get heavy spices. It just smelled like apple juice. But it was very, very, very light and not very strong. And this one it was older. There was a lot of things why maybe this one didn't work out quite as well as I had hoped. It was an older scent. It was small. It was in a medium kind of space. And it wasn't crazy. It didn't wow me, but that was that. Oh, the notes on this one are a warm blend of orchard, fresh pumpkin, apple cider, ground nutmeg, and a hint of clementine orange. Maybe that's why it was, I guess the orange just made it more juicy. Kind of just smelled like juicy juice, fruit juice to me, but like very, very, very light. This is Cider Lane. Okay, Cider Lane is a scent that I used to hate. Now I love, and I fell in love with Cider Lane because of this specific candle. Cider Lane typically in a 3-wick is too strong for me. It's overpowering, and it's sometimes a little nauseating. And in comparison, Cider Lane versus the caramel apple scent, a lot of people compare those from Bath and Body Works. I compared those from Bath and Body Works. Caramel apple is more of the tart green apple, and Cider Lane is more of a red Macintosh apple. Now that I have burnt a smaller size Cider Lane, I fell in love with Cider Lane because of this candle. This fills my entire downstairs. It's like an open concept, like very large space. This fills it. It's strong. It's beautiful. I ended up, this gave me no problems burning. It burned right down to the bottom, and then I loved and enjoyed it so much. I put this on a wax warmer. That's why it's slightly tipped. That's why this wick has moved over. So I could get every single last drop, and I did. I cannot smell anything when I sniff this wax. Like, it's just wax now because I got all of the scent out of it, and I loved it. I think because of this now I will be able to melt a 3-wick and enjoy it more, just because that kind of worked me into it. Another one that I ended up putting on my wax warmer because I love is this beautiful jar of warm apple pie from Bath and Body Works. The notes on this one are baked Granny Smith apple, melted brown sugar, flaky homemade crust with essential oils. Bath and Body Works, all of their pie scents have that crusty note. Crusty. You know, all of the crust notes smells very similar in all of their pie scents. And this, you get the crust note for sure, but that apple pie almost smells like, it smells like apple sauce. It's not cinnamon heavy. It's more of like just freshly cut up baked apples, like very subtle cinnamon sugar kind of mix on top. It's really delicious. I love this one. This will be forever repurchase. This one is a 719 Walnut Avenue scent from Walmart, I believe. This is mahogany driftwood. This one I did not put on a wax warmer, so I'll show you guys how this melted. Went all the way down to the bottom. It was only a little bit murky on the side, not really smoky. This one is a mahogany teak wood from Bath and Body Works dupe. It smells very similar to mahogany teak wood. Dare I say this one is a little bit sweeter. This one performed very well. Nothing gave me no problems. I did not need to cotton ball this one at all. The scent, it was probably like a 7 out of 10. It was really nice. I don't think they make these ones anymore. But I would say if you're on a budget, then I know Walmart does have some good scents. I also didn't talk about the performance on this. This one was a little bit smoky too, if you guys can tell. A little bit more smoky and a little bit murky. Just so you guys know about that one. Okay, and I will keep going on the Bath and Body Works. Love this jar. You guys probably know that this is Sweater Weather from Bath and Body Works. I love the little otter holding the little paddle. Sweater Weather is one of my all-time favorite scents. It is fresh sage, juniper berries, aromatic eucalyptus, and fresh woods. You can probably tell from the top, have to cotton ball it. Whenever I cotton ball things, I always just put them on top of this because it kind of pops off easier. I know it looks gross, sorry. This is where I lit it. So if you see some of those spots, it's because that's just where the lighter kind of gets to it. This one burnt okay. Besides that one time I had a cotton ball it, it didn't really give me too many problems. I will say this, the wick that's over on that corner up top, you can see, kind of did slide at one point towards the end. So I had to blow it out maybe a little bit earlier than I would have wanted. But this one is always such a good, strong candle. It always is like at least an 8, if not a 9 or 10 out of 10. Throw, and it's just such a delicious, like masculine, gorgeous, handsome man type of smell. I really like it. And then finally, last thing, it's getting dark now. Sunset's so early. I hate it. This is a Yankee Candle, I think at their medium single wick jars in spiced pumpkin. I did not have to cotton ball this at all. It burnt pretty much flawlessly right down to the end there. If you can see, the one thing that bothers me is that you can see all of the oils are just at the bottom. And I hate that because Yankee Candle, everyone knows, you can never smell it. It doesn't throw. I don't think I smelled this candle. Maybe right in the middle, I might have smelled it a little bit when it was burning, like right in the middle point of this candle's life. And then after that, nothing. And I think it's just because look at how freaking dark it is at the bottom. Look at all those juicy, juicy oils that wanted to be burnt and wanted to scent up everything. And yes, I could put this on my warmer, just like I did with some of the other ones. But you know what? I'm just so like, I'm over it now. I'm done with pumpkin. I think I'm just gonna let this be done. Would definitely not repurchase. I like the scent, and I always have good luck with Yankee Candles. The warmers, what do they call them? The one that they're in like the little plastic cup things. Whatever. Centerpiece warmers. Thank you. There we go. Thank you, myself. So if I could find this in a centerpiece wax warmer, then I would. Okay, that is it, you guys. That is all of my candles, my wax, the scents that I used but didn't finish for wax, my soaps, and my body cares. And I hope you guys really enjoyed that video. I hope you guys have an awesome day, night, morning, whatever time you're watching this. And also stay tuned for my December melting basket. It's going to be full of holiday scents and goodies. And I think you guys are really going to enjoy that. All right, bye, guys.